Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your yearly oracle reading for 19. So, this is going to be career and life purpose focused. And I've already laid out the cards for you since I'm using a bunch of different decks. So, we'll start off with the life purpose and career deck by Doreen Virtue. So this is going to give you a feeling of what's to come, what can give you expect going forward in teen around your career path. Now, keep in mind, we always tend to change careers a lot of the time, especially nowadays. The work environment is changing, so a lot of people they might be fortunate enough to be in the same career for like 30 years. And if they still love it, that's great. Okay, so they're really passionate about it. But for some of us, we have a lot of different interests. So we might stay somewhere 2 years, and then we kind of think to ourselves, I'd like to try something new. We get inspired with different things at different moments of our life. Okay, so this might apply to you, it might not, but it'll give you hopefully some clarity if you've been confused or maybe wondering what to do next. Maybe it'll confirm some of the thoughts that have been coming into your mind or your heart or anything like that. Okay, so very interesting and active year of 18. Okay, for a lot of you, your life purpose. I don't feel this is too much in the area of work, but my first instinct guided me towards these two cards. I just saw a big family, a lot of children. Okay, some of you, it might not even be blood related. Some of you might be even, having your own families, extending your families. It could be like your children are having their own family, and all of a sudden there's like twins or three kids, and then there's like another kid, and there's just so there's like a baby boom going on. That's the first thing I heard. Okay, so that could be applying to someone. But for others, I do feel that you are guided towards some sort of teaching or maybe supervising. And it just seems like, it could be even adults, okay? It doesn't have to be children, but it could be that you're called to manage or supervise people in the beginning stages of their career. And maybe you're extremely advanced, okay, in whatever it is that you're doing. So I am seeing that as well. So if you could see right here, beautiful cards, family. So loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. The other thing I'm getting with this card is that, this year might be extra responsibility on supporting and nurturing family, okay? You could be taking care of parents, or there's an extra focus on parenting, or maybe even an extra focus on children. Maybe one of your children, or maybe it could be a niece or a nephew that could be needing your help. And a part of your life purpose is to guide them, okay? So don't feel like it's a waste of time. Maybe you feel you're not focused on your actual work if it doesn't have to do with children. But, there will be some patience needed during this time because taking care of a loved one is actually a part of your life purpose. So even though you might feel guilty or maybe that you're falling, you're going off track, you're actually on the right track, okay? Because whatever this is, this was meant to happen in this lifetime for you, okay? So taking care of a loved one. So don't feel pressured or like there's not enough time or maybe you're neglecting your other work, okay? So that's something specific geared towards someone that's maybe feeling like, maybe they lost touch with themselves or they're not focusing on themselves. But again, you can't like give all your energy, just giving, giving, giving. You want to spend some time to have some downtime for yourself. Take care of yourself as well, especially your own health, in order to take care of others. Okay, so you will have more strength taking care of others when you learn to set boundaries and take back a little bit of that energy, have some self-love, self-care, and then you could get back out there again. Okay. Some of you are thinking to go back to school, change your career path. So this is definitely a confirmation. Okay, some of you might be having a lot of fears around, oh my gosh, if I leave this job, I'm going to be really tight on like budget and I'll run out of funds. This is saying that you have extra universal support and people around you that are there to support you, okay? So you are safe and supported while you change your career, okay? Even if you're thinking of doing it fast, or maybe you're thinking of slowly getting out of it, this is saying you will receive universal help. You will receive signs on where to move forward next and what steps to take in regards to your finances. So maybe you'll get a little idea come in to do something on the side to make extra income during the time you're in a transition, okay? So pay attention to any thoughts or feelings coming to you while you're in that transition. I'm not saying, quit your job and just sit there like, okay, hoping for something to fall in your lap. Of course, your angels will be guiding you and you are protected. Maybe your friend or family tells you, hey, why don't you come over for dinner, and you have a nice meal with them, or you have a roof over your head. So it's saying not to worry, because you will be taken care of, you will be provided for, and there will be miracle situations. Okay, just don't put out any fear or stress, because that's going to manifest more fear and more stress, and you're going to delay the blessings that are supposed to come to you. It doesn't mean they won't come. It's just, if you're stressing all the time and you're losing sleep, you're not holding some room to find creative solutions to help you solve the issue that you're facing, okay? So instead of complaining, being like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to have the job I want, or I'm never going to have enough money. This is saying, okay, I'd like to have attract more abundance into life. So putting out the positive questions: what are ways that I can attract or manifest more abundance in life? Or, give me some signs that lead me towards the career path I want to get into, okay? So that's going to be having faith and understanding you are protected, and just putting out positive energy and words, not complaining too much. This will help you get the answers a little bit faster. All right. School, the answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So this could be either you being a teacher, doing workshops, or in a school setting, doing maybe even HR, maybe training and development. I could also see that, especially with these cards here. Okay. This is saying you've got all your stars around you, the levels you've reached to give wisdom and give lessons to others, okay? Because you've been through it, you've went through the experience. This could also be your guardian angel leading you towards a program or a course. Maybe it's a certificate, maybe it's a diploma, it could even be a degree. So if you've been thinking about long-term study, maybe you're really passionate towards getting in a certain field. So see what it takes, see what's needed to get into this field, and take those necessary steps. It could even be maybe you're in a job, you don't have time to go to school, and this is kind of suggesting maybe you could take courses and slowly build up to the degree, okay? It could even be, taking night classes. It could be just taking one course at a time. So do what fits your schedule, okay? So you're not too overwhelmed. So remember balance as well. Okay, it might take you a little bit longer, but everything it's going at your pace. Okay, you don't want to overwhelm yourself either. So maybe school is something that will be on your mind, or developing yourself in some way. Maybe some of you could be even interested in the healing arts, so Reiki, energy healing, anything that has to do with balancing chakras, maybe even working with crystals. So divination. There's a lot of you that are attracted to that, okay? So I feel because you're a Virgo, and Virgos are attracted to the natural world, like even homeopathy, I think I said it correctly, aromatherapy, essential oils, something like herbs, dealing with the earth and helping people and guiding them how to use these alternatives to balance out emotional and spiritual blockages in their bodies. So you could even be thinking of teaching that, maybe opening your own center, whatever it is. And it could even be your life purpose involves taking classes on this, okay? Going after classes that have to do with healing, or maybe there's a chakra that you need balance, okay? So it could be If you have a hard time expressing yourself, setting boundaries, it could be that there's a block in your throat chakra. If you're facing, having a hard time forgiving, holding on to grudges from your relationships, it could be that your heart chakra is blocked. So you really have to find out which one is you feel that's blocked. A lot of people, their crown chakra may be a little bit overactive. If you have trouble sleeping at night, okay, maybe you need to get more in touch with your root and sacral chakra, the creativity and the primal energy. So it really depends on you, what you feel, whatever came to you first, okay? There's something else that I wanted to mention. Yeah, so it could even be a certificate, okay? Maybe there's just that extra, boost you need, that extra confidence. So that certificate that you need to do something in a specific field that maybe isn't that conventional. So it could even be something in the healing arts that it's asking for you to find a school that specializes in the healing arts. So just give me 1 second. Take a little sip of my water here. Okay. And yeah, some of you, it's telling you to practice, okay? Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So if you're in school, this is saying, balance your time out, prioritize to really get the reading in, okay? It's telling you you're practicing, building stamina, and also having determination towards completing something by giving it an hour a day, maybe an hour a week. So really scheduling time for something that you need to focus on, okay? Some of you could be even interested in music. Oh, and look at this. I just saw that. There's 2 people playing the flute, okay? So this could be for someone. Maybe you want to take flute lessons. There's like somebody out there, they're interested in some specific instrument, okay? That's really interesting. It could even be music therapy, okay, for children, or art therapy. Incorporating music in some way for people to heal, or some sort of therapy involving music. Okay, so that is coming out strongly. But you do have something to say here. Okay, there's something that you need to express. So it's like your throat chakra is a channel. It's being used as a channel for divine guidance to come through, and that doesn't have to be through instrument. It could just mean from your voice, okay? By giving good words of advice to someone, it could just be that. Oh wow! So there's a lot of beautiful energy here. But whatever it is, take time to practice it, saying, because by polishing your skills, that's going to help you develop the confidence to move forward with whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so some of you could even, you want to get into music, and this doesn't have to be, getting money. Okay, it's part of your life purpose to learn something. Okay, and you never know, doing this, maybe taking a course. It's even happened to me. Sometimes I didn't get into the field that I studied in, but I met some really interesting people there. So the connections you will make through this schooling, they could help you in different ways moving forward on your path, or in the future, maybe 5 years, 10 years from now. You never know. Okay, you could even meet your partner, for those of you that are single. Okay, so pay attention to what your guides are telling you, and pay attention to your intuition. It will be a busy year, guys, because I am seeing a big focus on family. Okay, so let's see your finance messages. So this is the energy of money and manifesting more abundance in your life. So you have let go of guilt. Okay, so a lot of you, I'm feeling you have a heaviness in your heart. Maybe you need to be a little bit more kind to yourself. Okay, because Virgos, you could be very analytical and maybe critical of others at times, but you could be very hard on yourself, very critical of yourself, almost like you have like a perfectionist kind of attitude a lot of the times, okay? And you could be thinking, oh, well, if I only did this, maybe if I did that back then. And sometimes you let your past control the now and your future. So don't focus too much on that. Get rid of any regret, any guilt, okay? Forgive yourself, forgive others, because that's not a good energy to move forward into the future, okay? What's the point of living and replaying the past in your mind? Because you're basically living it again in the now and taking it with you in the future. So something that's the doors are closed and it's lived its purpose, there's no point on bringing it forward. So see whatever happened. See what it is that you could do right now, and how you want to live your life moving forward. Okay. So it says right here, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. Okay, so I did mention forgiveness, so it's interesting it's repeating here. Okay, so maybe you feel you made a mistake in the past. You've learned from it. With the mind you have now, you probably wouldn't have done that back then. Maybe you think, oh, if I was, years younger, I would have done it that way. Well, of course you would have done it that way, because if you had the mind you have now and you rewinded yourself to the past, then yeah, you would have done things differently. But you didn't have that wisdom back then, and you did what you felt was right at that time. So it's asking you to forgive yourself because you needed to get to this moment, okay? And any road you take, guys, any road, there's blessings and there's challenges. So it's not like an easy ride in any way, okay? People you're meant to meet, you're gonna meet. Experience you're supposed to go through, you're gonna go through them, okay? So, okay, back to this. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of, what's that word? Berating yourself. Okay. Berating yourself for them. All right. That word, I don't think I've heard of that. So if you want to Google that one, I guess it means like beating yourself up for them. Okay. So that's kind of what makes sense for me. So don't beat yourself up, okay? Let go of the guilt. So I could see the clock here. A lot of you are like, I don't have enough time, or I wish I could turn the clock back. No, deal with what it is, learn from them. See what it is, what resources and skills you have now moving forward. You cannot revisit the past, just learn from it, okay? Learn from the mistakes, and they weren't, I don't believe in mistakes. I just think it was like a learning opportunity, okay? And what you can do to move your life in a better direction. So let's see skills. Okay, let's see here. All right. Some of you have talent, and I don't know what all of these are for, what kind of jobs, but you will know, you will understand looking at it. It might not be for all of you, but you will get it, and this will be a confirmation for you, okay? So some of you have great skills operating things, so you're really good with your hands. It's like a structured environment that you need to be in. These are structured skills, okay? There's different types of skills. There's investigative, artistic, social. You have a lot of practical skills, okay? So maybe you could be operations officer. Maybe I could see some of you, especially males, moving house to house, maybe I don't know, like plumbing, or doing something technical, or something where it has to do with machinery, operating things. It could even be like IT, something with computers, anything like that. Okay, so operating things, it could even be you managing a team and making sure the operations are, they're following orders. Okay, so maybe it could be managing people or anything like that. All right, and you also have putting the pieces together. Investigative. Okay, that could even, I'm thinking private investigation, FBI, police force, putting pieces of the puzzle together, collecting data, okay, puzzles, something like that. It could even be in law. All right, some of you, a lot of Virgos, you're really good at seeing through the BS. Okay, so some of you would be interested in like criminal law, or some sort of job where it comes to face with people, interviewing them even. Maybe you're a recruiter, and really seeing through any lies, detecting any fakeness, whatever it is, okay? So you have the ability to see through a person's intention and hidden agenda, putting pieces together, yeah. So I don't know what else is coming to me for that, but maybe, take the opportunity to share your ideas. If some of you have some ideas for some careers, make sure you write it in the comment section below, so then others could also look at that and get some ideas, okay? But whatever's coming through, I'm telling you, okay? Composing things. Some of you are really great directors. Could be a movie director, music, composing music, film, anything like that. Okay, directing others on giving your ideas, your creative ideas. Okay, so that's what's coming in. Something in the artistic field as well. Yeah, some of you in entertainment, something in film industry. I'm getting that. Okay, so this could be for like a specific type of person. All right. And this is the workplace card deck. This is a deck I created. It just has to do with keywords around work. So it's work focused. If you're interested, I sell them on Etsy shop. I've been really surprised so far with these because I've done like Celtic crossbreads. I've even asked like job A, job B, what it would bring. And they actually work. So you could get a lot from them. There's a lot of different keywords. All right. So teamwork. So definitely a lot of you working in a big team environment, managing self-development. So you could be helping others on developing their self. Maybe you're giving workshops on self-development, training people, but it could even be your own self-development. So it could be back to the school thing where you're taking extra courses to polish your skills, giving you more confidence, anything like that. Okay. For some of you, I do feel that are in a transition. Okay. Have no fear. This is saying, take some time out, okay? Take some time out to really reflect on what it is that you want to do. Because I feel like maybe you're overworking yourself and you're not getting the proper, like your guys are trying to come through to you, your angels. And because you're so stressed and you're like working around the clock, it's 24/7. I feel like they're telling you to take a little bit of a break. It doesn't have to mean, to go away for, take a plane somewhere or whatever. It could be in your staying home in your local town, taking a little 5-day break a week, just cutting out technology for a bit from your life, and just focus on that. Okay, focus on just calming yourself, going to a spa, doing something that you really can relax. Because in times of you relaxing and being outdoors, even so, time outdoors, time outside. This is what I'm getting. And you're a nature person. You love nature. When you're outside and you're around nature, it will give you that push, that creative inspiration to give you ideas and feelings. It'll connect to you, okay? And you'll get these aha moments when you're out in nature. Okay, a lot of us are closed up indoors. We're not getting the proper air, we're not getting the proper light. We're getting depressed, we're getting a little crazy. So you're an earth sign. You need to be outside, and you will get inspiration. Okay, once you do go out, spend time in nature, and you'll get some ideas. Okay, so be open to some guidance that's wanting to come in to you to help you. Wow. Okay, so it's definitely not going to be, a dull, boring year. You're going to be very busy. Some of you, you're teaching, you're training, you're exploring your spirituality, healing arts. You're going back to school. Some of you are really practicing something. You're really polishing your skills by doing it daily. So it's telling you to fit things into your plan. Okay, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Just minutes a day, maybe an hour a day. But it's saying in order for you to get something done, you need to put consistent work towards it. And usually I don't worry about Virgos. You're really good at disciplining yourself. So I hope you guys like the reading. I hope it clicks. I wish you all the best on your success moving forward, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.